Hi friends, welcome to Target Nursing Officer. Today we are going to discuss about the anatomy of pelvis. So pelvis is a basin-like structure which connects the spine to lower limbs. It's a part of the skeletal system, important parts of the skeletal system, and that transmits the weight of the trunk to the legs and takes the weight of the sitting body. It also allows movement of walking and running, and it protects the pelvic organs. In addition to this, female pelvis is adapted for childbearing with increased width and rounded brim. Now let's see what has there in a pelvis. It is a skeletal ring formed with to innominate bone or hip bones, the sacrum and the coccyx. That's togetherly called a pelvic. So now let's see the types of pelvic bone. Now let's see the types of pelvic bones. There are four pelvic bones that form pelvis, like two hip bones, or it's also known as innominate bones, both left and right, and one sacrum and one coccyx. Now, first we will see the two innominate bones. Innominate bone is made of three bones: ilium, ischium, and pubic bone. And now we will see about the ilium. The ilium is a flared out part of the hip bone. Here in orange color you can see that's a flared out part of the bone, and it has following part, that is iliac crest, the upper border. Here you can see in the blue color, and a concave border is that is iliac fossa. That's in this blue color, that is a concave part, that's called iliac fossa, and anterior superior iliac spine. This green color, that is the anterior superior iliac spine. Next is the anterior inferior iliac spine. Here you can see this blue color. This blue color indicates anterior inferior iliac spine. Now let's move to the back side of this. Here we can see the posterior superior iliac spine. This blue color indicates the posterior superior iliac spine, and the last one is posterior inferior iliac spine. This blue one, that is the posterior inferior iliac spine. Next we will move into the ischium. So ischium is the thickest lower part of the hip bone. It has following part. Here you can see the acetabulum and ischial tuberosity. This blue color. This blue color is the ischial tuberosity. And another important part is that this blue color is the ischial spine. It is marked here as a blue color. It's ischial spine. It's a location in relation to the fetal head. That means if it is above, that is known as negative station. If it is at this point, it is known as zero station. If it is below the ischial spine, that is known as zero station. And there are some more other structures we will see. That is the lesser sciatic nodes. This blue color, that is the lesser sciatic nodes that extend from the ischial spine to the ischial tuberosity. And the final structure is that is obturator foramen, where the nerves as well as the blood vessels passes. Next we will see the pubic bone. This is the structure of the pubic bone. The pubic bone forms the anterior part of the hip bone. So there is both right as well as the left side pubic bone. Togetherly, it forms the anterior part of the hip bone. It has following part. This zoomed blue color you can see here. This is the inferior rami of the pubic bone, and next is the superior rami of the pubic bone. Here you can see this is the superior rami of the pubic bone. And next is we will see the this structure. This is called symphysis pubis. It is formed at the junction between two symphysis pubis. You can see here it is the junction between two symphysis pubic bone. And the next structure is the sacrum. It is the wedge-shaped bone made up of 5 fused bone. Here you can see it is 5 fused bone. However, it is considered as a single bone, and it has following parts. There you can see the 5 bones. However, it is fused and it is considered as one single bone. Next, we will see the for its part. The most important, prominent and important part, that is sacral promontory. It is prominent in upper margin. Here you can see. Here you can see in this violet color. That is a sacral promontory. It is the prominent upper margin of the first sacral vertebrae project inwards. That project inwards. Here you can see which project inwards. And now let's see some pelvic joints. There are 4 pelvic joints. 2 sacroiliac joint, 1 pubic symphysis joint, and the final one is 1 sacrococcygeal joint. First we will see the 2 sacroiliac joint. These are slightly movable joints formed where the ilium joins first 2 sacral vertebrae on the either side. Here you can see which is marked, and these are called sacroiliac joints. They connect the spine to the pelvis, and these are the strongest joint in our body. And the next one is 1 symphysis pubis. It is a cartilaginous joint between 2 pubic bones. So here you can see which connects 2 pubic bones. The final one is 1 sacrococcygeal joint. It's a hinge joint. So you must note that that's a hinge joint between sacrum and coccyx. The last structure we are going to look at this video is something called pubic arch. It is very important forensic and being able to tell a part from whether being male or female. So this is the pubic arch, and in females this will be widened. Here you can see. However, in the male this will be narrow compressed triangle. If the pubic arch is narrow and compressed in triangular shape, that will be a male pelvis. However, if it is widened like this, that will be a female pelvis. So with this we have covered all of the basic structures of our pelvis and coccygeal bone. Thank you.